have you ever faced backlash or discomfort for choosing to be emotionally open? Now, I have. I have.
Actually, from my dad, because he was a Mississippi strong-willed guy. I know he loved me to death, but he wasn't the type that was going to say, I love you or give you a hug. You know, until my brother passed, he started saying it a lot. You're a good man, your family. But before that, I mean, I loved him, but we weren't connected emotionally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We weren't connected emotionally at all. Because the word sensitive, anything like that, or passion, I told him I said, you're not a passionate person. He went off on me. And so I know I had to hit a nerve. That's just that, I love him. Great man, but that's how those Southerners work.
Right.
You know, I knew he loved me. I knew he was a protector of me, but that he was just all man with a capital M. Man.
Facts. I want to say I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Because when I was growing up, my mother and father was together. My father showed us love. He hugged us. He told us he loved us. He even kissed us on the cheek if we let him. He was a great dude. Just when I got into the streets and got a little wild, it kind of was like, you can't show no love because it's weak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I kind of took that and kind of ran with it. So when I started hanging with my uncles, it was like the way we show love to each other was, let me buy you a drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me, I got this round. You know what I'm saying? But as we got older, we started telling each other, I love you, man. When we get ready to leave, I love you, man. Be safe. So I can't really say I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? If I did, I looked over it because I still was getting so much love from everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
I received it in different relationships. Throughout the years, with different women and
okay. Well, I know it's gonna be women or family.
them too. But I think a lot of it came from my dad. Because my dad's not emotional whatsoever. Like,
none whatsoever.
He's a very strong-willed dude.
My dad.
I've only heard him say a few times that he loved me. And that's probably because he was drinking beer. So he probably was drunk. Because if I asked him the next day, he probably not gonna remember. But he was very strong-willed person. But it also made me realize that I never ever heard him say that he was proud of me. I never heard him say, congratulations on the things that you did. So I make sure that I tell my son, hey, I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Never slow up.
All the time.
Try to throw him different ideas on how to approach situations, how to approach life. Just learning from
the mistakes your dad made.
But mistakes that my dad made, not showing up. And I was telling this to this young lady, and I was explaining the relationship between my mom and my dad because they still disgruntled with each other. And my dad likes to bring up the good memories of certain things, but not when he didn't show up.
That's because he blocked it out.
Yeah,
he's from the old school to where a man's supposed to be there for the child when they need something.
Yeah.
Not when the child's doing good. Okay, well, the mama doing their job. That's how he probably feels. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it was.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
And even if I call my dad now and ask him, like, if I ask him, like what's up, or just call to check on him. There's kind of like this defense, like what do you want? And why you care so much? And be like, hey, like, so and I get it a lot. I get it a lot from him. Everybody that I talk to and check up on, and I get a lot from my dad. So I can't be emotionally. I don't feel like I could be emotionally open with him, which really even in certain like even with my mom, I don't feel like I could be emotionally open with my mom. So it kind of affects my relationships with being emotionally vulnerable because I feel like there's going to be some kind of failure there. There's going to just be so traumatizing. I'm not going to be able to be healed from it. So I keep a wall up from time to time.
I think when you find the right one, like with my wife, you've met my wife.
I've met your wife.
My wife is a
scared of your wife.
Whatever.
It's okay, Sean. We cool though, you know.
My wife is a independent, strong Black woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can be vulnerable with my wife, but I can't be vulnerable with my wife all the time.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't do that.
You know? No, hell no.
Can't do that.
Because she'll be looking at me like, what's going on with you? You all right?
Yeah.
You know? But no, that's my queen. I can definitely be vulnerable around her without her throwing backlash or her throwing it up later in my face.
Okay. See, and that's one thing.
Yeah, that's what you don't want. Yeah.
And to piggyback on something when you first started, fathers, this is so important when you have sons, because I think as Black men, we've gotten away from it. When you tell your son that you're proud of him, do you know how that will linger on in his mind that whole day? Just saying, I'm proud of you, son, doing a good job.
Yeah.
Every son needs to hear that from his father more so than anybody.
That's a
from
fact.
your dad.
That's a
that
fact.
He looks up to in love if he's present.
Yeah.
You tell your son that you're proud of him.
Yeah.
Oh man, watch his face glow, light up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Because they know it's sincere and they know you mean it.
Right. You're absolutely right. All right.